So in this video, I'm going to share how I manifested having my twins. As some of you guys know, I'm a mother of two beautiful babies. They're not babies anymore, but they're twins, a boy and a girl. I manifested them into my life. Let me give you guys a little backstory. Many years ago, I created a lovely vision board. It had all the dreams and goals of the things that I wanted to accomplish in my life. And it was a 5-year vision board goal. I put the degree that I want, the countries I want to live in, I put the man that I want to marry, I put my family, I put everything that I want to have in my future. So the reason why I'm mentioning this, because it's crucial to the story. Fast forward to about university age, I finished my degree. One of the things that I put down in my vision board, so that was completed. Then I moved to South Korea, which is another thing that was in my vision board, just to move to another country. It wasn't South Korea to begin with, but it was just to live in another country and to teach in another country. I moved to South Korea. I carried my big vision board with me to my new place. It was in my room. I looked at it every single day, knowing that whatever's on there will happen one day. I came back to England. I met my husband and we were dating. At the same time we were dating, I was a teacher in a school in England. Then we got engaged. Around that time, COVID hit. When they used to say, oh, stay in your bubbles, I realized that my class was filled with twins. And I was like, oh my goodness, like my class is filled with twins. So everybody used to call me like, oh my gosh, you're the class filled with so many twins. So they would joke around and say that I'm a twin mom. I even joked around and said that I'm a twin mom. I always celebrated the fact that like I was their mom. I wasn't really, but you know, they saw me as a mother figure and I really took on that role. I have multiple twins everywhere. From then onwards, I started to see twins everywhere I went. On the bus, I would see like old age twins, like 80 years old plus. Peeling a banana, I see like 2 bananas stuck in one thingy-majiggy. I'd crack open an egg. Inside one egg, there are 2 thingy-majiggies. Everything I did was just twins, 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 twins. After speaking all that twin talk, in November 2020, when I got pregnant, I did the test and I looked at it. I showed my husband and I said, this is twins. And he was like, really? He was like, how do you know? I said, I know this is twins. And bear in mind, I just peed on the stick. So there's no scan or anything. I just had a knowing in my gut that I had twins. So fast forward to about a few weeks later, I'm running around telling my in-laws and my family that I'm having twins. Bear in mind, I haven't done a scan yet. So then our first scan, me and my husband went into it and the lady scanned my stomach and she said, oh, you've got 2 heartbeats. And I was like, I knew this was going to happen, but it still shocks you. So I started like laughing with pure gratitude because I already know it in my heart, but like it actually happened. Around the time I would tell my family that I have twins in my class, my mom would always speak, you're going to get double blessings in your life, double blessings. This is why it's so important to be careful who speaks life over you. Then double ended up being, at the scan, I thought of my mom. I was like, oh my God, double means the twins, double. I was blessed with double the kids. I said, you know what? Thank you, God. So let me go back to the very beginning. I told you guys the story of my very first vision board. I recently reviewed it just to have a look at like the pictures that I put on. And then I realized that the picture I used to represent family in my first ever vision board, I'm going to show you guys a picture. I'm going to put it somewhere on the screen. It was a mom, dad, and 2 children, so twins, a boy and a girl. And how many years? So from 16 to now. So basically, the picture that I first screen grabbed without any thought is my family situation right now. Me, my husband, my son, and my daughter. And this goes to show your thoughts really do create things, and you have to be mindful of the things that you're thinking. Upon reflection and like looking back at how this all worked out, I noticed that I used to do this thing where like I was embodying what I wanted to become before I became it. So I became a twin mom way before the test result, before marriage, before pregnancy, before all of it. I was the twin mom. I was well known to everybody as the twin mom because of the children in my class, but also because I spoke it over me. I said, oh, I'm just a twin mom. Oh, I've got to go back to my children in my class. Like, this is way before I had children. Your tongue is so powerful. I say this all the time. You've got to be careful what you're saying over your life, what other people are saying over your own life, the things that you're thinking, because your thoughts are so crucial to it. They all work together. So like, I really lived in the end state being I embodied who I wanted to become before I became it. Like, what does a twin mom do? How does she walk around and act? You know, like, I did all of it. I was the twin mom, guys. I was a twin mom before I became a twin mom. I know it sounds really nuts, but it's a living proof of how I got here. You don't have to wait for a few years to say, oh yeah, in a few years I'm going to become wealthy. In a few years I'm going to become a twin mom, triplet mom, whatever you want to do. Like, you don't wait for a few years. You embody it now. You become it now. You act it now. You think it now. You talk it now. You do everything right now. And somehow it will just align for your future you, if you get what I'm saying. When you manifest something, you have to believe in it. Like, as for my case, like, I believed I would be a twin mom. So, like, you can't just have an idea or intention and then you don't believe in it. You have to believe in the thing that you want, so much so that you become it in the moment, so that it can align and it will just happen. So without you believing it, imagine you're thinking a thought like, oh, I'm going to get my degree, and then you don't believe you're going to get your degree, then those two are not going to work out together. But if you believe you're going to get your degree and you also can think that you're going to get your degree, I just feel like that works out a little bit better. If you spend your lifetime just complaining, I feel like because complaining is in your thoughts so much, whatever you're complaining about is only going to multiply. So make sure you are thinking good thoughts, not just toxic positivity, but like, I think you just need to audit your thoughts. That's a video for another time. I might have to share more story times because there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes. If you like this story time, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below of what you found interesting or what your takeaway is. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.